Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.
And what's the focus really?
The bond is real because insecurity is everywhere in the nation. It's not just about the South. All over the country there's insecurity. The governors are doing the best they can individually, but I think that when you come together to think together, you're able to have a peer review and be able to rework your strategies in such a way that you can do things better. The Northern governors have been meeting for quite a while. So the Southern governors coming together is a good thing. We have held our first and second meeting, and we have taken a lot of resolutions in the best interest, not just of the southern part of this country, but in the best interest of our nation, Nigeria. And we believe that a lot can be done to begin to minimize the level of insecurity. It's not something that is going to go off in one day, but we truly think that there is a need for a lot of collaboration among the governors across the nation. There's a need for the federal government to also work very closely with the governors, and all the governors also realize that we need to work with the communities through the vigilante groups that come in various names. And I believe that it's going to help each and every one of us out. There are lots of different kinds of insecurity that we suffer from: the kidnappings, the farmers-herders clashes, which has created a lot of problems, and we begin to get worried that if it's not curbed, we may get into a situation where we may begin to have shortage of food, and food insecurity itself is something that people cannot bear. So we took some far-reaching decisions in our first and in our second meeting. I think it's in the best interest of this nation for us to start thinking futuristically, particularly as it concerns the issue of open grazing, which we have said no to as certain governors, and that there is a need for us to begin to encourage our people on ranching. People say it's very expensive. It may not be as much as that. We may not take it to the level that other modernized countries have taken their own to, but we can start some form of ranching in whatever form that we're able to design it. And I think it's in the best interest of those who own the cattle, because the cattle produce more milk, the cattle produce more meat, and I think that economically it's viable. It's just a question of having to change the reform. But we must become committed as a country towards that. And we have gone to the extent of saying that we are not averse to a situation where some money is given out as seed money by the federal government to encourage it, at least to stir up the people to start off that process. And I think that in that process, by the time you have several pilot schemes, they will understand that it's actually a viable option and in the best interest of the cattle farmers themselves. And I think that with that, we can have a more secure future. It's quite important for us.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you so much, sir.